Hey YouTube, here's Heiko in front of my garage. I just came back from a short little evening ride trying out a new windscreen that I installed on my R90/6, and I really thought that I'm done wrenching on my bike for this riding season, besides normal maintenance, of course. Installing a little windscreen. Finally got my handlebar situation figured out, put some bar end mirrors on, and I was pretty happy with the performance of my bike. Only thing that was still kind of in the back of my head, the little bit of flickering generator light at lower RPMs. I do know that the alternator on those R90 engines is not the strongest. I think at the best case, they put out 280 watts, and that depends on which version of the stator housing and which version of the rotor you're running. And then, of course, you have to have perfect brushes and a good diode board, and lots of electrical connections have to be just right. And so I kept thinking about this. It seemed like my battery wasn't getting the best charge. I already have a aftermarket higher voltage charge controller and a Thunderchild diode board, which actually came with the bike. So I have the stock one still lying around, and this aftermarket one is installed currently. But I still, like at 1100, 1200 RPM, I would have a little bit of a flickering generator light. But then usually as soon as I hit 2000, 2500, something like that, it would turn off, no problem. And then, if you don't just ride 5 minutes, but usually I'm out for like an hour or two, I didn't have any problems charging my battery. On this last ride, finished just now, something weird happened. Now I have a constant generator light on during high RPM, and the light turns off when I get to idle. Really strange. I'm going to hook up a voltmeter and start the engine up, and then I'm going to show you, and maybe we can even already do some preliminary troubleshooting here together. And then I guess in the next video, we're going to go into the front cover, look at the alternator, look at the brushes. Again, I have a new set of brushes lying around. I also have a couple stator housings and a couple stator windings, and also a couple rotors lying around. And maybe we just have to, pick the best parts. The brush holders, they are made out of some sort of hard plastic. They can wear out, so we're going to find the best pieces, but that's for the future. Let's just now look at the light and maybe add the voltmeter. All right, so this is just battery voltage hooked up, and now we're going to start the engine up, look at RPM. Sorry, it's already kind of getting dark out here, and my driveway light is only a motion sensor, so let's speed it up. So this is, the lights are really bright. Anyways, generator light is completely off. Engine off, ignition on, no generator light. And that's already kind of wrong. So there is something cooking. All right, now I'm going to start it up. So now we're idling. It's a little high, my idle. I don't know why exactly. I guess I will have to adjust that a little bit. But that's not the problem right now. Right now I have no generator light, just my neutral light. My battery voltage, because I just started the engine, is now at 12.6, so it's lower than statically. That means we're currently not charging whatsoever. And now I'm just going to rev it up a little bit. And the voltage is actually going down before my voltmeter drops off the seat here. RPM, nothing. So we're not charging at all whatsoever. But the only thing that happens that I need to show you here is revving up and the light comes on. And it's pretty much steady, solid once you're at 4,000 RPM. But there is absolutely no voltage increase with RPM. So we're definitely not charging. All right, guys, I'll turn it off. Couple final words, and then we're gonna conclude it. So let's zoom out. My bike, a little bit of touring setup back there. I know I don't have the original cases. A Reynolds kind of an luggage rack back there, which is pretty ugly, but it does the job and it's pretty solid actually. Yeah, and then my little windscreen here. I know Max BMW sticker on it. It's probably not the nicest looking sticker, but I had to break up this big black panel a little bit. I will find something better, maybe a BMW sticker or something else. Anyways, I just installed this, and you know, bar end mirrors. These are the Flanders 22 millimeter. They're called the Euro Low sidecar handlebars. I love them. Great. Make for a little bit more sporty sitting position. You're leaning forward a little more, and they are a little wider than the standard European style handlebars that BMW sells. Yeah, and so I really thought I got it all together. Carbs are working, no problems, runs fine, suspension is good, brakes are good, you know, especially since I now have the double disc brake system, and now this. So that's going to be a little bit of some troubleshooting, and I will most likely take you guys along. If you have any ideas what the problem could be, put it in the comment section down below. And if you like this little short video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. You guys take care. Bye.